The equipment used for measuring pH and titratable acidity consists of a pH meter and a burette. Buffer solutions are used to calibrate the instrument, and in this exercise we use pHs 4.01 and 6.86. To begin, remove the electrode from its storage solution, as you can see here. Remember that the electrode should never be left out of solution for more than a minute or so at a time. Whenever different solutions are to be measured, the electrode has to be rinsed very well with deionized water. Ensure that the bottom section of the electrode is rinsed very well, as it is this part that actually performs the measurement. Excess water on the electrode is removed very gently using the edge of a tissue paper. To calibrate the instrument, first get your buffer ready. Here you can see the buffer of pH 4.01 being poured into a beaker. A magnetic stirring bead is then added to ensure that the solution to be measured can be homogenized. The rinsed and lightly dried electrode is then placed in the solution to be measured, making sure that it's stirring reasonably well. Note that as the electrode is inserted into the solution, the pH drops. The level of the sample being measured is adjusted so that there is sufficient liquid to cover the tip of the electrode. To calibrate the instrument, first press Setup, then Enter when the Clear Buffers selection appears flashing. Next we have to tell the instrument which buffers we want to use, so press Setup until Set Buffers flashes, and then keep pressing until the correct buffers appear on the screen, which is pH 4.01 and 6.86, followed by Enter. Since the electrode is already in our buffer solution, all we have to do is press the Standardise button, and you can see that the instrument knows that it's looking at the 4.01 buffer. Going through those steps again, press Setup until Clear Buffers is displayed, then Enter. Press Setup again and keep pressing until Set Buffers appears with the correct buffer set that we want. When that's reached, press Enter. With the electrode in our buffer standard solution, press the Standardise button. You can see by the flashing 4.01 that the instrument knows it's looking at the pH 4.01 buffer and has accepted that as a standard. After the first buffer has been used as a standard, the second buffer solution to be used is prepared in the same way. Don't forget to rinse the electrode well, since we're now using a different solution from previously. The excess water is removed through the light application of tissue paper, and then the electrode is immersed in our second standard solution. Pressing the Standardise button now gives the instrument its second calibration point, which it recognises as the pH 6.86 buffer, indicating an efficiency of the electrode of 98%. Note the S in the top left corner, which indicates that the reading is steady. The instrument has been fully calibrated and we're now ready to measure our wine solution. So the electrode is rinsed thoroughly, dried with a light application of tissue paper, and our sample prepared. All we have to do is immerse the electrode in the stirring sample and read the pH off the meter. As you can see, the pH of this wine is 3.60.